The tension that you carry in your shoulder is not physical tension, it's psychologically rooted. You see, many of us walk around with tension in the shoulders and it creates a chain reaction, stifling our expression, the deeper muscles in our voice. If you don't take care of this at the root cause, you'll keep living in the inhibition of the past, whether it was created in childhood or in your teenage years. I was working with a client and she was telling me that in her interior design company that she owns, whenever she's given a presentation to her employees, her voice would get so stiff and she comes off as sarcastic and intimidating. So we did a healing exercise. We went to a deeper state and her unconscious mind revealed that when she was younger, something happened and that began to stifle her expression, began to create tension in her voice and in her shoulders. We went through the healing exercise and the first thing she said afterwards is, I feel so much relief in my shoulders. And her voice immediately changed. We didn't even do any vocal exercises yet. And at this point, you're probably thinking, this is unreal. This doesn't make sense. The voice is the voice. The body doesn't change that quickly. But the truth is, it does. And in my journey, in my personal journey of releasing my voice and reclaiming the comfort and the authenticity in my voice, it's unbelievable how much our psyche has to do with it. It's not only the psyche. You have to do very specific vocal exercises. But without the psychological work, you're going to hit a brick wall. And if you do the psychological work alone, you're also not going to get the results that you want to get. That's where I found the most sustainable sweet spot is combining both worlds, psychological and physical. We are a house. Each one of us is a house. The first floor is your physical body, your physical world. The second floor is your psychological. And the third is your spiritual. So to receive the spirit, to receive the life force and the blessings and the grace, you need to have your psychological floor in order. And for the body to receive it, you need to have the body in order. So they are three separate worlds, but they are interconnected. They cannot be separated. Another question you may be having right now is, well, my psyche is so messed up, I don't even know where to start, and it would take me forever to heal and do this healing work. This is a very common concern. I had this concern, and my mentor told me that it does not take forever. It gets better and better, and it gets easier and easier the more you do it. And I've been experiencing that for myself. In addition to, not only am I experiencing that it gets easier and easier, it's worth it. It's so worth it. Sometimes I go into a coaching session and I go so deep within myself to a place that is so dark that it seems like there's no possible way I will get out of this. That's what it feels like. Sometimes it gets so deep like I will lose consciousness. But I go through it and I come out of it, and the first thing I say is that it's so worth it. The way your body feels after you do some deep healing that was so needed, your body changes, your psyche changes. It's almost like you usher yourself into a different world, into a different universe, into a different plane. That's how powerful this work can be. It's not just to release your voice, it's way more profound than that. And obviously, reclaiming your voice is so life-changing. So that being said, you can heal, and the better it gets, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. And the pain of not healing is so much more than the pain of healing. I'll just put it that way. Now let's talk about a little exercise that you can do and you can actually get in the habit of to continue to flush out your psyche and clean it up. Our imagination is so powerful in both positive and negative ways. Let's say you're about to give a presentation and you're not sure what feelings you're going to have. A lot of times when we feel emotions, it's unconscious because we have to get going. We have to get things done. So grab a piece of paper, grab a pen or a pencil. I actually have this notebook next to my desk right here. I'm not going to show you what's in it. But basically, I write down my fears almost on a daily basis. If I'm having a meeting and I'm concerned something's going to happen, I bring it from the unconscious to the conscious. and I write it down. And when you write it down, don't think of the right grammar, don't think of the right vocabulary. Just let your stream of consciousness go. Let your hand write for you. Let your body write for you. It's going to be more truthful in terms of emotions. This is not a cerebral activity. It's not necessarily a left brain activity. It's a right brain activity. It's a deeper activity. Get into a deeper state. Take a deep breath. Tune into your body. Notice where there's tension, where there's relaxation. Focus inward. That's where your power comes from, when you focus inwards. And begin to write down, what are you feeling? What are your fears? List them out. Create a list. And then look at that list. And you're going to quickly realize that it's not as bad as it was in your imagination. There's a quote that I really like that says, a dull pencil is better than a sharp mind. A lot of people have this arrogance like, oh, I have everything in my brain. I remember. I know what am I afraid of. I know this and I know that. But when you write it down, you realize that a dull pencil is better than a sharp mind. You realize the power of writing things down. Not only right now we're speaking about the emotional context and the psychological context. It applies to different aspects as well in different spaces in life. But specifically, when you grab a pen and you start writing things down, there's a visceral experience. There's truth to it. There's authenticity to it. So if you have this presentation and you're concerned of what things are going to happen, write those things down. And once you feel better, notice how your voice changes too. And after your nervous system releases the tension from your voice, then you can do some vocal exercises. I'll share with you a very powerful one right now. Take a deep breath and first say hello. And then rate yourself from 0 to 10. 10 being most satisfactory. How did it feel to you? I'm going to rate myself at an 8 out of 10. Okay? And then ask yourself, where do you feel the vibration? Hello, hello. I feel it here. You may feel it higher, you may feel it lower. I'm feeling it primarily here. I feel it in my belly as well. I feel it in my head, but primarily here. Now I'm going to invite you to do a very gentle sigh. Take a breath and let out a sigh. And notice where the vibration is. Now we'll do a hum. Notice where the vibration is. And then put yourself in a state where you allow gravity to pull down the vibration. Notice areas where you have tension and bring that vibration to areas of tension. And that vibration will gently start to release the neurotic holding patterns, the body armoring. So you have body armoring in your shoulders and you have body armoring in your throat. This is how you release it in your throat internally. Shoulders, after you do the psychological work, you can get a massage and it's gone. You're good to go. But with the voice, how are you going to get deep here? Well, you can also massage your throat on the outside. But how are you going to get on the inside? Humming is one of the most effective ways. So do that 3 times with focus. You can go low pitch. One more. Another one. Take a sip of water if you want, and then we'll test it again. Hello, hello. I'll give mine 9.5 out of 10 now. Hello, hello. It feels like it's deeper in my chest. So it was here in the beginning, now it's here. So the location changed and the sensation changed. I feel more comfortable talking now. I feel more confident and authentic to express certain things. And the more you increase your ability to express yourself through your voice, the easier and the more quickly you'll find yourself expressing more nuanced things that you have in your mind that were previously blocked. If you found value from the insights in this video, you're gonna watch this one over here where I walk you through a daily meditation that you can practice to increase your awareness of your voice and subsequently speak more confidently with ease. Be seated or standing comfortably. Of course, don't be driving listening to this.